So here's a situation that will probably rarely happen, but it happened to me once before, and I just noticed it this week when I was putting orders in that it happened again. And it is that occasionally you'll find an invoice that's missing. You know, you put the invoice in the system and you can't find it. I don't know what happened to it. It's not there. And in this situation, the invoice had been put in, and I was going back to check invoices, and I knew that it was in, couldn't find it. So I said, well, I'll just do it again. I must not have saved it. So when I did that, and it was a Pine Castle, so we'll go here, we'll go Invoice, and we'll go like we're making a new invoice. And I'm looking for Pine Castle here. There's Pine Castle. And when I do this, and I clicked on autofill, I go, okay, change my date, make sure I have the right date for the delivery. Date's going to be the 23rd. And I go down and I start looking at the order and I go, well, this is all the stuff that I ordered. This is the order's already in. This is all the stuff that matches. So I look back at last week's invoice. Nope, we didn't order this for last week's invoice. So they know the invoice is in the system. I know it's in here somewhere. So what we're going to do is going to cancel this. Where is this invoice? Why is it not showing up in my list of invoices to print? So now we're going to go to the actual customer page. Go to Pine Castle. Now I noticed that on that invoice was for $177. So it's got to be an open invoice somewhere because I just created it. They haven't paid it. It's the last invoice that was created and it's $177. So where is it? Where is it? It's got to be in here somewhere. So we start looking down over here. Look down at all the dollar amounts. 122, 129, all the way down. All the way down to the bottom, 177. So I go over and look at 177. Look at this. For some reason, it has the year 2002 on it. I don't know why or how that happened. It happened to me before, and it's happened again, and happened to me with a North Campus one. I don't know if there's some reason that you accidentally typed something in the date field. I don't know why or how it happened, but this is a big problem because you're not going to get your product. So we just go in, we make that change. It's got the correct date on it, and then we save it. And everything's fixed. But that was frustrating for me the first time it happened. When it happened this time, I had been through it once before, so I was able to figure it out this time. So that's just something to keep an eye on. I'm waiting now for this to actually update. Save. So I get my banner. Always remember to check for your green banner. Make sure every time you save something, you want that green, there it is. You want that green banner, confirmation, transaction successfully saved. And now you know it's back in the list, and you can go back to here and you look at your print invoices. Look at your invoices to see what you've got. And we'll just let this come up here for a second. And that was what tipped me off the first time. I always go back when I'm all done. I go back to check all my invoices, make sure I've got every invoice in the system, make sure they all have the correct date on them. And it wasn't there. That's why I knew there was a problem. I knew I'd put it in the system. And sure enough, when I went and it autofilled, there it was. It was in the system. And here it is right here, $177, Brookdale Pine Castle, it's dated the 23rd. And just as you're done, go all the way down to the end. When you're all done, make sure you go to the end and make sure all the ones that you're expecting to deliver are set for the 23rd. Here's one for the 20th. That was a pastry order, and I went ahead and voided that one out because we added that product to their where is it now? There it is, 23rd, well as well, but that one, we added the product to this one. So this one, I just voided this out, so it's 0. All right, and that should help you find a missing invoice.